to at least 3. Can we put up the graphic of this? I think I'm gonna have to hand this off. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh man. Whew. Ooh, I can't breathe. Y'all dead wrong now. They dead wrong. They dead wrong. But I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm in full support for it. I am. I ain't gonna lie to you. Bro, he really posted this, bro. Elon Musk really posted this. Oh my goodness, man. Buy it now. Add to cart. Oh, this is gonna get. This is gonna get good. This is gonna be real good, and I'm here for it. Y'all know I got to act a fool. Y'all know, but I got to keep it real though. I got to keep it real. I got to continue to break the news to you. We're gonna have fun, man. Y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We're on the road to 500,000 beautiful family members around the world, beautiful patriots around the world, keeping it real, having fun. And if you don't like it, go and get up out of here. Oh man. Shout out to the spaceship. Shout out to the robots. Shout out to the electric cars. We're gonna make America great again, baby. And we're gonna get rid of the fake news. The fake news got to go. Legacy media, they're in trouble, y'all. They are in big trouble, as you can see. Let's jump in. Do y'all see something that I ain't seeing? I know y'all see it. Do y'all see it? Or is it just me? Am I tripping? I see something, y'all, with these two right here. Maybe I just can't put my finger on it. Maybe I can. But I don't want them to take my video down, so I just don't want to, you know. I'm going to let them patriots, you know, chat about it. Let y'all talk it up. And let me know what y'all talking about.
In terms of the targeting that he is talking about for a second term, and what we saw in his first term when he picked out individual businesses or sometimes individual business leaders who he wanted to use the government to punish, when he went after Amazon and Jeff Bezos, when he went after saying he wanted to go after Mark Zuckerberg, when he did other things that were targeting businesses because of what were perceived to be his political interests, I would have thought that that would have made him radioactive in the business world, because business people are too smart to think that they can always be on the right side of those calculations, right? That they won't ever be the one who's in the crosshairs once you've got somebody who uses the government that way to reward and punish his enemies and his friends.
Well, you don't hear a whole lot of CEOs other than Elon Musk, particularly of large companies, coming out and supporting him for that very reason. You know, you don't hear them condemning him because they're worried about his retribution or his vengeance. But literally, there's been nobody that I know other than Elon that has come out in support of him.
You recently said in an interview that some business leaders who are supporting Trump, with the caveat of what you just described in terms of, you know, high-level leaders, not too many of them doing it. You said that some business leaders who are supporting Trump are doing it because they think they can manipulate him. Can you explain what you mean by that?
Yeah, it's very transactional. For the right amount, you know, you can guide policy. I think you saw that with crypto.
Meanwhile, Rachel Maddow's salary has been slashed by $5 million a year. It sounds like a lot, except she was making $30 million a year for one show a week. So if she does 50 shows a year, her pay went from $600,000 an episode to $500,000. That's like $5 per viewer.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Just can't make this up, y'all. They say you go woke, you go broke. You know, and to see what some of these people get paid, man, on the fake news, you know, with all the lies, the propaganda that has taken place, you know, the bias reporting, to see what these people are getting paid, man, you know. And again, y'all know I love people, man. I wish the best in everybody's life, you know. But it's just some people for real that But like they say, you go woke, you go broke. And bam, there that headline is. And I tell y'all, man, there's going to be some big headlines where you're going to see take place. Maybe not even before the year ends. But most definitely these next 2 years, man. Of them it's just going to be weeded out. Off air, removed, you know. And now MSNBC right now is probably most likely to be bought. It's not looking good, man. They're panicking. They're shaking out their shoes right now that President Trump is the 47th president of the United States. And they couldn't sway it. They tried. They lied. They thought that lying, they thought the propaganda, the bias report, they thought that Trump bad man, the felon was going to do it. They thought that was going to turn the page. It was going to turn the page. But people saw through this crap. They saw through MSNBCs, the CNNs, the ABCs, the rigged debates, the bias report. They seen through all the crap, man. And I'm glad that we were one of the channels, and as many other channels, to report this, to let you guys know what was actually going on, what was going on the ground. And they didn't realize how much they were helping President Trump. They didn't realize. But boy, oh boy, oh boy. What y'all think of this, man?
Solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. So pretty much like I've been reporting, we might be witnessing the slow collapse of the lamestream leftist media. And of course, as the universe realigns here, as we're slowly coming out of this Trump deranged mind warp that's happened over the last 8 years, it seems like the first network that's on the chopping block is MSNBC. I mean, who would have seen that one coming? As the world walks away from Trump derangement hysteria, MSNBC ends up becoming the biggest loser. You know, it's glorious in a way. It's happening pretty much just as you probably would have expected it. This network is collapsing, falling apart, to the point where Mika and Joe had to go kiss the ring at Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago. And of course, as they didn't get the Trump bump that they were hoping for.
Frankly, there are two things going on. Journalists are exhausted. Mm-hmm. Journalists are facing those kinds of calls. And also, it's a completely different media environment. Last time around, it rained for the media when Trump was in office. It was a huge boon. That is not our media climate right now.
Ratings are now cratering, and MSNBC might have just sealed its fate as they just locked Rachel Maddow in, extending her contract, still giving her $25 million a year. Meanwhile, the network is down beyond any other network on TV. You can't make this stuff up, folks. This is the desperate demise of the leftist fake news media. Let me show you guys what's going on. We got some stuff to get into. So let's roll the tape. As MSNBC is cratering, they've decided that they're doubling down with Rachel. MSNBC's Rachel Maddow's salary reportedly cut by $5 million despite being, quote, ratings Viagra's parent company Comcast deals with difficult time. Yeah, they simply just don't get it. Real difficult times here at MSNBC. People are fleeing because we're absolute garbage fake news. Yeah, let's extend ourselves as much as we can and offer $25 million to basically the source of the problem. We gotta keep her on. She's the only ratings we get. It's unbelievable. But they're essentially admitting one thing to me, that they're locking in. MSNBC might as well be renamed the Rachel Maddow and Joy Reid Therapy Session Network. They're doubling down on Trump hysteria, I guess, if you think about it. And I mean, to really, truly put that into perspective, just take a quick sneak peek into the vlogs that Joy Reid has been making online. She's almost giving a vibe as if she's hunkering down and hiding from the suppressive new regime coming in.
People are rightfully alarmed. They have a reason to be alarmed. And if you would vote for that, people may not feel so confident that they're safe with you. This is not crazy. This is legitimate feelings of fear of you and a feeling that you might not be someone they could trust. If this thing goes way south, autocracies go south real fast and things get ugly and people get asked to do things and turn people in and point people out and turn on them. And if you're voting affirmatively, gleefully for this, people might, I don't know, may not feel so confident in you anymore. That's real, and you kind of have to live with it. So if you think that you can vote for what people see as their destruction and then demand that they still are cool with you and kiki with you and have Thanksgiving with you, like...
Hey, everybody's invited. Everybody's invited now. Everybody's invited. Come on over here. Y'all come on over here. Yeah. I don't mind. Everybody invited over here. I know some of y'all that got cut off by your loved ones, your family members, people that you love, people you grew up with, cut you off, don't want to talk to you no more. I pinned, in my last couple videos, I've pinned out comments because I wanted that to be bought. I started 2 of my videos, previous videos, with that in the intro for a reason why I talked about it, because, you know, it hurt me. You know, it brought tears to my eyes to see how many people changed up on me, to see family and friends, you know, people I grew up with, unfollow me, block me, don't want anything to do with me, you know. And I know there's a lot of other people out there that are going through the same thing right now. This election exposed a lot, you know, for a lot of millions of people. And that's one reason why I talked about it in a way, you know, I wanted everybody to feel me, man, in the previous videos. And that's why I pinned and loved on so many people in the comments, because I know that's what y'all going through, man. And it's people out here like this woman here and many others, deranged, hateful, you know, blaming, saying like people like the women on the spew, racism, misogyny, sexism. I mean, and they spew out all this hatred, and they're for it. Yeah, I agree. Cut off your family members, cut off your loved ones, even if y'all got the same blood. I just want to be real with y'all, man, because this people are really promoting this. That's the times that we're living in, man, and it's sad that we can't agree to disagree. And I know some of them then grab their passport and they already out of here. Bye, peace. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Bye bye. But 70% of America was tired, sick and tired. Sick and tired, man, of being sick and tired.
I think you're kind of missing the point of what people are upset about. They're afraid. And autocracy and fascism are things that are legitimate to be afraid of. So you may want to step back.
You know, you'd think that she's attempting to survive a zombie apocalypse. The drama's just insane. And honestly, I think people are quite sick of it. But MSNBC says, you know, this is what we got. I don't think they get it. I don't think they've diagnosed the problem. I mean, just look at the headlines. MSNBC viewership has cratered 38%, CNN down 27%. Meanwhile, Fox News' audience jumped 41% post-election. Obviously, there's demand for something, right? Yeah, there's demand for a network.
And y'all wonder why we only 70% of our videos, we did use CNN and MSNBC to, you know, compare, contrast, and for certain videos we needed this to be out there and what they were saying over here, and just showing how biased and how the propaganda, the lies. So we had to use CNN's and the MSNBC clips. But one reason why we use 70%, 80% of Fox News was because again, Trump has called out all of them. I hate when people try to make excuses and say, oh, he only wants to be covered by Fox News. No, Trump has called out everybody. He's gotten on Fox News, and you can literally go to his page and just type in Fox News on Trump, and you can see what he said. He's called out Fox News on certain interviews, on certain reportings. I mean, everything. He's called out certain individuals.
That actually knows and figures out how to connect with people in a more positive manner. Basically what Fox is doing. I mean, Fox is no perfect network, and they're certainly slanted to the right, but you know what they're not doing 24/7? They're not pushing doom and gloom politics.
Yeah.
The sky is falling. Oh, the fascist is coming. We're losing our democracy to Trump-style fascism. Not to mention the healthy dose of racism that you get on that network. Yeah, they're not doing any of that. They're just analyzing the facts, talking policy, and trying to give Trump at least a little little bit of a fair shake. And people are obviously gravitating towards that, but MSNBC can't see it. Or maybe, they just don't care anymore. There's a lot of chatter going on right now of this essentially being the end of the network. Bill O'Reilly, actually, of all people, went pretty far with it.
Comcast said, you two, we're going to have to try to mend some cliche fences, and you two are going to go in there and you're going to try to tamp it down. Because Comcast knew the next day they were going to announce that MSNBC is vapor. That is a huge media story.
Why is it vapor? Just because they're spinning it off and putting them in they're spinning off a bunch of brands.
There's no spin-off.
There is. It's a spin-off company.
There's no spin-off. See, you buy the propaganda, Cuomo.
Oh, okay.
See what I mean about
I'm just saying
people?
what's being reported.
All right.
But what do you know?
Yeah, I know, but why would you believe what's being reported? You want the real story? Here it comes.
Please.
So they're uncoupling their word, Comcast, MSNBC from NBC News. That means MSNBC has no resources at all. None. They're not going to be able to pay these people millions of dollars, Rachel Maddow, whatever she's making. NBC News is saying, we don't want you around. Why? Because NBC News' numbers, Lester Holt and the Today Show, are catastrophe because half the country equates NBC News with MSNBC and they won't watch. So NBC is desperately trying to save the mothership of information, and they have to throw MSNBC overboard. They're not putting anything into MSNBC. They want to sell it. So where's Georgie Soros now? Georgie's buying radio stations. You can get MSNBC for nothing. They'll give
Elon.
it to you.
Come on, Elon. Come on now, Elon. Come on, let's get it. Let's get on the horse. Let's get on that horse. Come on, let's go and get it.
They don't want any more of this. Why? Because it's hateful. Not because it's so far left. The whole NBC Comcast hierarchy is far left. But it's hateful. They hate Trump. They hate people who vote for Trump.
Yes.
Everybody knows that.
Bill O'Reilly claims the plan is to now throw MSNBC overboard. And so who knows exactly what that means? My thought process is that probably means the network's going to be sold. Some big corporation with a bunch of money to spend is going to come in and maybe try a rebrand, or maybe just double down on the Trump hysterics, or maybe, just maybe, it's the end of MSNBC. I mean, how is MSNBC supposed to survive if its own mother, NBC News, doesn't even want it anymore? It's almost emblematic in a way, It's like the perfect metaphor. MSNBC simply represents the far left political virus of sorts, the woke mind virus that attempts to take over the whole body, and now, well, the body's rejecting it because it's toxic, condescending, dishonest, and power hungry. And holy moly, folks, might as well pivot the video here. I paused the recording there just to take some time and delve into the ratings to really understand just how truly bad it is beyond just the headline. And holy moly, it's so much worse than I even imagined. Just take a look at this snapshot right over here. These are primetime TV ratings for Sunday, November 17th. Now keep in mind the Sunday numbers are always down, but Rachel Maddow only pulled in 302,000 viewers, and they're paying her $25 million a year. Now, of course, during prime viewership days, like on Monday, for instance, she pulled in 1.5 million, which of course is the biggest pull of the network. But if you simply shift your eyes to the left, you'll see that Fox's 5 pulls in 4.4 million, and the rest of the hosts pretty much above 3. Rachel Maddow during primetime is doing worse than Fox's 11 p.m. show. MSNBC has just become a garbage product, and other hosts on the biggest of nights can't even scratch 1 million viewers. Rachel Maddow can't get the big numbers she used to. The grievance parade has ended, and so I guess we'll have to follow and see where this all goes. Anyways, that's
Unbelievable, man. Come on, Elon. Let's go and buy it out. Let's go and buy it. Let's go and get it. Let's turn that thing around. Let's make MSNBC great again. Let's do it. Y'all get Megyn Kelly on there. I mean, everybody. Y'all get Tucker Carlson back his spot. We appreciate you, Fox. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all, let's go and make it happen. Let's turn it around. What y'all think, man? Comment down below. You know what I'm saying? But big things are coming, man. I hope y'all are ready for these especially these next 2 years, man. Watch how this thing plays out.